Michael Hernandez here of MLH Media, and we are here today, Castro MMA, Patterson, California, Raul Rosas meet and greet. But I'm here with my man, Ramon Cornejo. Ramon, you got a big fight coming up, July 12th. You got an opponent change, Anthony Romero now stepping in. What are your thoughts behind this matchup?
I think for my last amateur fight, I'm really looking forward to the performance. I'm looking forward to the night. I know my opponent's been changed a couple times, but I know the plan stays the same: to dominate, to have fun, to have a fun night.
You've been out there a couple of times in your amateur career in some very, very high-stakes spots with the titles on the line. Now, 559 Fights Featherweight Championship and that CAMO State Featherweight Championship you earned against Mark Felix some time ago is now back on the line. How does it feel to come back to that 145 weight class once again for 559 Fights?
Another day in the office, just back to business. I know what has to be done. I have full confidence in my coach. I have full confidence in my team. And all that's left to do is for me to get in there, do what I do, and that's it.
You have been a staple over here at Castro MMA, have been a coach, not only a coach, but kind of a mentor for a lot of these younger athletes. What does it mean for you, for them to be able to kind of see the proof in the pudding, you know, to be able to see that, hey, you put in the work with Coach Castro over here, good things are going to be as a result. I mean, not only you, but the other results have been shown as well. I mean, you got Connor as well coming up as well in the 155. Robbie has obviously been a star. What are your thoughts about all the success that Castro MMA has seen so far?
Of course, I was the first fighter, but that should be the mentality. Whoever comes before you should be better, all right? And I think we've been executing that very well. You know, our team is not well. It started with me, but it's not finished. We have more fighters coming up. That's not even including Castro's actual kids. So I'll just leave with this. I'll say, look forward to seeing more of the Castro legacy. It's going to go places.
It's definitely been a ride over here for Castro MMA. I mean, I have watched you guys from the 559 Fights early days, and now to see the development has been pretty crazy. But you were talking a little bit about possibly making that professional jump here pretty soon. When is a possibility of us seeing that? You know, I mean, I know you got this amateur fight coming up, and I know you like to stay active. So when is a possibility that we could see the professional debut of El Toro Ramon?
Absolutely, it's exciting for me too. I'll be discussing with my coach. We're obviously going to go ahead and try to do that as soon as conceivably possible, maybe even by the end of this year. But again, I want to make sure before we do that jump, we do everything right. That's why I'm taking so many amateur fights, because I want to go ahead and get things polished up before I make that final jump. You guys all know once you go professional, you can't really go back, right? So all mistakes, all buffs, let's do them now. And then let's just have a nice performance going on professional there on out.
That is definitely a pretty solid plan there from you. And I mean, to give you guys a little bit of a recap, this man is only in his early 20s and has taken over 8 amateur fights, is now going to be at 11 possibly for his amateur career. So a very accomplished amateur career. Anybody that you wanted to thank in particular for this interview and in this interview here today? And I know you got tons of support here at the gym, but any sponsors or anything of the sort?
Not at the moment, although I'm open to look for more. But a special thanks I would obviously give to my instructor, Mr. Castro. He is the brains of the operation, you may say, not only for my fights, but pretty much for all the fighters here in Castro Mixed Martial Arts. I'd like to give a shout out to all my students, all the families that support the gym, and of course my family, my dad, my brothers, everyone who's basically supported me throughout the whole journey.
You have been on a tear in your amateur career. It has been a pleasure to get to watch you work, possibly, and new 559 Fights champion on July 12th, my man.
Of course.
Always great to see you. Michael Hernandez here of MLH Media, and we are going to be signing out over here at Castro MMA in Patterson, California, with the CAMO State Featherweight Champion over there in multiple organizations across the state, Ramon El Toro Cornejo. I got you. I appreciate it.